Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Arpit Pandey and you are watching You Are Here for a Reason. This is the episode number 1 of my book recommendation series. First of all, a big thank you for the amazing response on my first YouTube video. Alright, let's begin. So today we're going to talk about a book that can help you get rid of procrastination and increase your productivity massively at least 10 times if you follow the principles in the book seriously. Name of the book is Eat That Frog by Tracy. I'd like to start by stating a quote of Mark Twain. He says, "If you eat a live frog first thing in the morning every day, then you can spend the rest of the day with the satisfaction that it was the worst thing that could happen to you in that day." Your live frog is the biggest and the most important task that you should be doing first, but you are most likely to procrastinate on. Simply means delaying the most important job that you should be doing in the first place. If you have the 5 tasks that you want to complete in a day, start with the biggest and the important one. Like for the musician, he wants to compose music first thing each day every morning. For a writer, he will take some quite long time and complete his writing goal first thing every morning. For an athlete or a sports person, the first thing he'll do is hit the gym and complete his quota of exercise and practice for the day. I know that you will not be able to do any of the stuff that I just said if you don't even know what you really want to do in your life. So don't be vague, have a perfect clarity what you really want to do in your life. There will be a sense of enthusiasm and excitement when you have a clear mental picture of what you really want to achieve. Now it's the time to write it down, whatever your mental picture says, and think on paper. I'll give you a very practical example about the case. In a few days, New Year 2018 is coming. Write down the 10 things that you really want to achieve in the year of 2018. After writing it down, now apply the reverse engineering technique and think backwards. Think about what are the steps that you have to take to reach your final destination. When you are done, at this point of time, you will be having a clear picture what you want to do in your life and how you will do it. Do this kind of planning before the start of every year, every month, every week, every day. Because when you make a list of your task a night before, your subconscious mind will work on that list all night long. The next great idea from the book is about 80-20 rule or Paretos law. It says 80% of the best results comes from the 20% of action you take. This principle is applicable to each and every situation in the world. For example, in business, in an organization of 100 people, there will be 20 people who are solely responsible for the 80% of the great results that they get. Similarly, if we have 10 tasks on the list, there will be 2 tasks that account for 80% of our productivity. But we human beings have the tendency to finish the easy 8 tasks that are on the list, and at the end of the day, we end up leaving the 2 important tasks that account for 80% of our productivity. The solution is we have to resist the temptation to clear the small things first. The next super cool idea from the book is about practicing creative procrastination. Now what does it mean? The fact is that we cannot do everything that we have on our list. Everybody leaves some or the other thing. The difference between the high performer and the low performer is that the high performer complete the top 20% task first and procrastinate on the least 80%, while the low performer complete its least 80% task and end up leaving the top 20% important ones. Now let's figure out what are the reasons that forces us to procrastinate and increase laziness and how to get rid of this habit. Number 1, the major reason of procrastination at the workplace is that if you really suck at the job that you are doing and you don't enjoy it at all. I mean, that's natural. If you are not good at something, you are definitely gonna delay it. So here is the important question that you should be asking yourself. What one skill, if I develop and perform in an excellent fashion, would change my career upside down for the best? That one skill should be the one which you really love doing. That one skill should be the one in which you are better than most average personality. Because everybody have their special gift, special talent. You just have to tap your untapped potential and leverage your special talent. Because in this era of modernization, anything and everything can become your profession. For example, 20 years back, nobody would have thought of making their living by filming their day in a 20 minutes video, which we nowadays call vlog. I mean, that's hilarious. Now let's talk about the number 2 reason for procrastination. You know what? The most productive people take the time and create a workplace where they enjoy spending time. So if your workplace is messy and looks like shit, you will definitely gonna feel laziness and you will procrastinate on your job. So before start working, clear the mess and create a work environment where you enjoy spending your time. Number 3 reason for procrastination If you don't have much knowledge about your craft, then you will never have the confidence to do it perfectly. So Brian Tracy, the author, gives you the idea of reading at least 1 hour about your work each day and attend each and every seminar and courses available on your field, because the objective is to be the best in what you do. The next idea from the book is about leadership. So there are only 2% of the population that can work entirely without supervision. We call them leaders. That kind of person you are meant to be. You can be if you decide to be. Leaders put positive pressure on themselves. They create the imaginary deadline for completing the job, and they make sure that they complete the task on or before the deadline. Have the habit of completing the job that you start, because when you complete the job, there's always a sense of excitement and confidence in our brain that makes us feel awesome. The next great idea from the book is about motivation. Optimistic person have the different perception to each and every situation. Normally, when the setback comes, people get disheartened and they quit. But optimistic guy will take the best out of the setback. He will learn from the mistake and he will make sure that he will never make the same mistake ever again. At last, I just want to say that 1,000 miles journey begins with the first step. If you have big enough goal for yourself, I must tell you, it will never gonna happen in one day. Because Michael Jordan, Bill Gates, Sachin Tendulkar, Usain Bolt, Michael Phelps have not become the champion of their craft in a day, in a month, or even in a year. They have ridiculous amount of perseverance. So have the self-discipline and take small steps each day. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And also if you have any question, thought, suggestion, love, anything, just write down in the comments below, because I'll be replying to each and every one of you within 2-3 hours. That's my personal guarantee. Also, if you haven't watched my previous video, I'll give you the link in the description. Subscribe and keep watching my channel, guys, and I promise that I will help you in becoming the best version of yourself. Till then, do whatever you like, enjoy your life, and I'll see you in the next.